And I think we can go into the main idea of this interview. Is that when I was reading your books, I think when I started reading the second one, the playbook, I realized that you guys faced. I think it may seem like an old stuff to you guys in the United States because you have already faced this problem some years ago, but now we are facing this problem in Brazil. HFTs are becoming more influential in the market. It's not. This is not the only problem. I think this is one problem, but it's not the only problem. And we are facing this problem now. Some markets are becoming thinner. They used to be thick. They are becoming thinner, and HFTs are becoming more influential in those thinner markets nowadays. How did you how did you face it? How did you face? Sorry, and how did you recover from that change?
So I wrote about that in the playbook.
Yeah, I know.
And we had to make a transition. There were certain types of strategies. I know we talked a little bit before this interview about how you were trained as a trader. There were certain types of strategies that I learned when I first started trading. I know you learned similar strategies that we couldn't utilize anymore. So certain types of momentum trades got gamed out of the marketplace by HFTs. And certain types of scalp trades got gamed out of the marketplace by HFTs. And we could certainly have sat back and spent all of our energy complaining about how these computers are beating us at some of our better strategies, or we could adapt. And one of the things that we do is we look for longer term trades. We call them...
But intraday trades?
Yeah, mostly intraday trades. We call them trades to hold. You might call them intraday swing trades. But instead of trading very, very actively, perhaps making as little as 10, 15 cents on a particular trade with a very, very high win rate, we look for trades that we might make $1, $2, maybe even more out of. Trades where a risk is 1 and a reward is 5. Trades where we don't have to get in and out as much as scalping. Because the reality is that it's harder to get into stock and it's harder to get out of stock because of HFTs. That's the reality we live in. And you can't cry about it, you can't complain about it. You could, but then you'd have to go do something else.
It won't work.
So we adapted. We emphasize different types of strategies. We emphasize different types of stocks. And for somebody who's a little bit older, I enjoy sort of this adapted style of trading more because I don't have to be as active. And it's not as stressful. Scalping is actually pretty stressful. If you miss something, it sets you off. This is like, these are real trades. If Gene gets below 880, let me see if it'll go down. Today, if Gene gets below 690, let me see if it'll go down. If HPQ starts a real intraday downtrend, let me see if it'll go down. If Yahoo breaks above a particular level, let me see if it'll go up. So we're holding for longer time frames.